Whew. Do, do. It's time for the destruction. Yeah, I mean, I was concerned about. Yeah, I did kind of lose control. Um, I lost control after. I lost like emotional control because I locked in a memory to Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, and that really, since it was so soulful, and I need to be careful not to drink and listen to music that's really good, even though that's what you want to do, especially like Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band is exceptionally awesome music. So yeah, so that's why I got emotional with Hollywood Nights, and I was singing it, like at 2 in the morning, and yeah. So what struck me about it is the power of the emotion that I felt was really strong, and it wasn't just that the alcohol was just amplifying the strength of the emotion basically. So got a ticket for $500 million. Yeah, for the Mega Millions. They're not talking about the news yet because they're talking about this shutdown, the Schumer shutdown. So the left wing media, the CNN, MSNBC, MSDNC, um, they're trying to control the narrative and shut out any other version of the narrative. Fox is running with Schumer shutdown, as am I, and so it's clever to do the Schumer shutdown because it kind of rhymes and everything. It's very clever. Um, of course, MS Jen Psaki and the Biden Obama officials are trying to blame everything on Donald Trump and call him Hitler, dictator, well, all that bullshit. I think the problem with the left is that trying to call Trump an authoritarian dictator. I think the issue that they're running into is that he's not Hitler. So that's a big problem to try to frame somebody as Hitler when they're not Hitler at all. So not in any way, shape, or form. And so I don't even think. I honestly don't even think the comparisons to the 1930s Germany and the Weimar Republic to the America and the West in the 2020s is even close to the mark at all. I don't even think that's good. I don't think any comparisons to Nazi Germany or the former Weimar Republic to America in the 2020s or Trump to Adolf Hitler is not a good comparison at all. It doesn't make sense. It's not congruent. It's not. It's not even good. It's not even clever. It's just lazy. That's the thing that irritates me about it. It's like if you're going to insult somebody and defame somebody's character, then at least get a little creative. And well, I mean, at least come up with something good. But the Democrats have not been able to capture any kind of creativity for a very, very, very long time. So they seem to be creatively inept. They seem to be creatively maladroit in a very serious way, and they have five stations: CNN, MSDNC, and ABC, NBC, and CBS, and they still can't find a good writer. They still can't come up with a narrative that works. still. But I don't want them to succeed anyway, so they can just keep fucking up forever. I don't care. I've no skin in their game, so. Yeah. All right. Okay, let's check it out. Ooh. I believe I could fly. I believe I could touch the sky. Oh, I wonder if the R. Kelly seems like a guy that might have attended those the Diddy parties and the freak offs and things. Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm not really celebrating 3 or 4 years in prison for Diddy. Um, like I mean to say that I know that's not really a victory. I would really celebrate if he got like a decade in jail. But what I mean to say is I'm kind of celebrating. That's what I mean to say. I'm kind of celebrating uh, the 3 to 4 years because I thought since he was a billionaire, he was going to walk out, in a month or something. So for him to get 3 years, that's a lot for, and plus his time he's already been in. So I know it wasn't what people want. People wanted him to serve a decade for beating the shit out of that woman and all the sex parties and all the depravity and all that stuff. I know a lot of people wanted more severe punishment. I did too, but he didn't necessarily get out unscathed. So he didn't get out scot free because he was a billionaire. He wasn't just, walking out. Ha ha ha! I got away with it. I got away with it, suckers. It wasn't really. So it was not a full application of justice compared to the amount of pain that he caused all those women and probably little boys too. How many, who knows how much rapes and orgies and underage people he raped and shit. I mean, who knows? So the punishment he got was a slap on the wrist compared to the pain and suffering he caused others, and for the evil he perpetrated. However, he didn't just walk out and laugh like a criminal, like ha ha suckers, y'all couldn't get me. It wasn't like that. It's not like he got off scot free without it. It's not like he got out without a scratch. In other words, so some people might celebrate he got a light sentence, but if you add it up all together, I mean, even if he spends 3 years in prison, that's still 3 years of his life, gone. So you don't get those 3 years back, right? So we don't get a refund on our years or something, or we don't get to recycle our years on Earth. So as far as I know, unless we're in some kind of karmatic nirvana forever. I don't think the diddler really got away with this shit. The diddler. Yeah. It is silly, Diddy and all that shit. Diddy, Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong and all that. It is ridiculous. All that shit's silly. It really is. All right. I won't check my lotto ticket till tomorrow. $500 million. Wow. Yeah, so either somebody won it or typically what happens is a big jackpot, it just gets bigger and bigger. I mean, sometimes somebody could win it, but I think for the most part, they just keep getting bigger and bigger until it makes the news, and they're like, "Oh, somebody won." The jackpot's up to 1 billion. Go get your ticket and dream big dreams and all that stuff, all that bullshit. We got lottery fever here and all that BS. Oh, I played my lucky numbers at the lucky store. Yeah. Come to the durian, come to the durian. Get my durian down. Come to the durian, come to the durian. Ooh. Hit you in the face, knock your ass off. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm in the pond. I'm in the pond. You know what's on. Get the frogs. Get the fish. That's my dish down. Yeah. Get the chest. Get the breast. Take the test. You know what's up. Yeah. What did? Yeah. I never found Sean Puffy Combs to be talented. I know ABC is like he's a big superstar and all this shit. So they're trying to glorify this satanic motherfucker. I'm like, not gonna do it. Yeah, he might have a family, but he is no family man. That's for sure. Yeah, I don't. I think he just rode the coattails of Notorious B.I.G. and ripped off Sting songs and shit. I just said he was just a good hustler. He was just good playing the game. He knew how to hustle the game in the hip hop rap world. Diddy was not talented himself. He surrounded himself by major talent like Biggie Smalls and sampled. He used computer technology to sample, and he just rapped and went, yeah, yeah, and just went, yeah, yeah. And that's. I mean, his talent was not massive. It was not. He was not beloved by everyone. Well, at least for 2 or 3 years, people's children are going to be saved, just until he gets out. So young women will be safe for a while until that guy gets back out. Children will be safe for just a little while. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, they should have just put in here like an Easter egg, like Donkey Kong in a cave, but that would just be too much. That would be like Smash Brothers crossover, and yeah, it'd be too much crossover. Yeah, that is a good idea. They should just make a game with all the major characters, with Link and Mario and Donkey Kong, and maybe not like Captain Nintendo, but like maybe not even like Smash Brothers, but Sayonara. I'm like Kathy Bates from Misery. Yeah, that still gets me to this day watching that scene of her giving the sledgehammer to James Caan's legs. All right. Let's whoop some arse. Whoop some arse. Whoop some arse. Arse. Yeah, that guy probably scared. That guy's scarier. I mean, I'm not just talking about like Mr. Beast is, it's kind of scary to me. Peter Thiel, Palantir, PayPal. Yeah, those guys are scary to me. Of course, like possible Antichrist candidates. Mark Zuckerberg of the Beast, Bill Gates of Hell, etc. Of course, all those tech bros, they scare the shit out of me. But man, yeah, there was somebody who really, really seems like an Antichrist candidate. But I can't say that they're a tech bro. My boys. Oh, hey guys. Oh, 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 oh.
The volley scale is now ready.
Okay. Go get Tula. Tula Bula. All right. I had to go check on what Tula was barking at. Oh well, I can't remember who I was trying to come up with for the Antichrist. I think I find, even though she's bat crap crazy, I kind of find that she's sexy. Greta Thunberg, that German chick, but she's stupid as all hell. That free Palestine and save the planet bullshit. Oh man, it's horse crap. I think she should be a naughty. She should be in like porn or something. I think she'd make more money that way. Greta goes to Germany or something, or Greta goes to France, or no, it'd be a good porn like Greta comes to Texas or something. And then like I can dress up as like a cowboy. Welcome, welcome, Greta. Let me show you the world of Texas. And I'll say like, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Uh, that's a good idea. I don't know. Greta was probably expensive to get into a porno. Yeah. I bet for the right price she'd do anything. Want to make a bet? Oh, she has to get out of the Israeli prison first. Oh yeah. Who's this guy? What? He's coming from up there? Where's this motherfucker at, man? Is he up here? Is he right here? Shit, he was doing a snipage. Some snipage. He was doing some major snipage. Okay, so here's the porno. Greta does Texas, and then I'm in one of the scenes as like the cowboy, and I'm like, Greta, welcome to Texas. She goes, oh, I'm from Europe. I did not know this place. Oh, it is so interesting. That's all right, Greta. Grab onto this. There you go. And then the show begins. Oh, ooh. I like these big Texas men. They have, ooh, ooh. Greta. She's like, fuck me, cowboy. Fuck me, cowboy. Fuck me, cowboy. Fuck me, cowboy. Ooh, I like these American Texan men. They're so, everything is bigger than Texas. Ooh. She's like, oh, everything is bigger in Texas, isn't it? Ooh, they were right. Don't mess with Texas. Ooh. I think Greta Does Texas would be a big hit. And then part two would be called Greta Does Texas in the Butt. Part two would be called In the Butt. Yeah, I bet that Greta orgasm is pretty good. I bet it's like, oh. Oh, yeah. Put putting the balls in the holes. That's what it's all about. Well, the dick and the balls in the holes. Well, yeah, obviously. Mm, the balls in the holes. Oh, right. I was saying, yeah, who could be the Antichrist? Who really terrifies me? Yeah, it wasn't a tech bro, and I just remembered who it was. I was gonna say Keir Starmer. That guy is very scary. Now he's very scary because there's a lot of reasons, but uh, first of all, Keir Starmer seems to be an installed puppet of the World Economic Forum. In addition, he seems to have sold out his entire country for the liberal global world order or the military industrial complex. So he's a sellout, he's a liar, he's a bastard, he's a pig, he is fucking evil. And so if there was a candidate for the Antichrist, I would say Keir Starmer and his Starmer troopers are definitely that. He is he is anti free speech. He enslaves his people, and he's trying to implement digital ID on his people and saying it's mandatory or you can't work in the United Kingdom, and so on and so forth. He's a tyrannical guy. Yeah, everybody's saying Donald Trump is a dictator on the left, but he Donald Trump doesn't force me to do shit that I don't want to do. That's a dictator. A real dictator tells you how things are going to be, and if you don't like it, then you can't get money. That's the mark of the beast. That means you can't survive. You can't get uh, money, food. You can't get health. You can't get anything. You're just a fucking slave if you don't have this mark of the beast, the digital ID, and the constant surveillance and tracking of the beast system. It's so funny in the Bible. It often says that the beast system comes from Europe. Maybe some people thought that was coincidence because, uh, you know, in the ancient world they didn't know of any other hemisphere. They didn't know of a new world back then. So, but I don't think that's not a coincidental oversight. I find that to be very interesting. So, isn't the European Union the unity of 10 nations, 7 crowns, or whatever? Yeah. So if I thought there was a candidate for the Antichrist, I could say the easy tech bros. But really, a really scary tyrant is Keir Starmer. He's an extremely scary, frightening tyrant of the youth slaves. I call them the youth slaves in the UK, because they're no longer a free people if they're getting arrested for tweets and shit like that. Basically, if you get arrested for a tweet that's not a terroristic threat or something, then you're no longer in a free country, or a country that has freedom of thought or freedom of expression or freedom of speech. So if police came to your door and said, "Oh, we saw you had a tweet that that you didn't like the migrants, and that's racist, that's hate speech. We got to take you to jail." That means you no longer live in a free country. So that means you're a slave, you're a serf, a vassal. You are you're just basically a slave. Yeah. Uh, so I feel sorry for the youth slaves, because uh, this Keir Starmer guy is such a fat pig looking bastard too. Just looking at his face, it's like, oh my god. This guy's a sellout. I can't believe the people of England actually let that fucker in. You know, he probably snuck his way in or stole it or something, but still, how did you even let that nightmare happen? Well, sometimes, you know, an election goes bad. You know, sometimes there are cheating and that there is, you know, uh, sometimes there is manipulation by the media and manipulation by corporations and by elites and special interests, and sometimes they can subvert the will of the people, as we have seen uh, in our country and in Europe. And so we have seen wealthy people, elites, and cheating go on before. So we know that if a certain political party with enough money and with enough corporate support and enough wealthy individuals and elites get together and try to rig an election, that maybe they could get away with it sometimes and subvert the will of the people, as they did in 2020 in this country, and they did it in Brazil, and the leftist liberal global world order, and the Democrats have certainly done it in Europe multiple times, and in Australia and Western allied countries, not just English speaking countries specifically, but that meteor rod, yeah, or the that's the fire rod, and then where's that meteor one at? Oh, do I already have it? Yeah, you got the fire rod. Oh, okay. There's no meteor rod. The fire rod. Did they make that really kind of penal? They made that one pretty phallic looking, huh? They even gave it like a penis head on top and stuff. Yeah. So if I thought there was a candidate for the Antichrist, I could say Bill Gates. I could say Peter Thiel. I could say, you know, any other. I could say Mark Zuckerberg or the Beast and all these other characters. But in reality, I think it's going to be a politician. It could be a tech bro, but I'm kind of feeling politician, really. Is that this guy says he wants to curb immigration when he doesn't want to do any of that, and then he says that you cannot. We need the digital ID so we can lower immigration because we can identify the people, but it's really just a control mechanism to track everything you buy and everything you do, and it's not about helping the British Isles at all and its people. It's to help the liberal global world order and the global governance. Okay. Are you ready? Welcome to the team. Give me your shit. All right. Yeah, it's not like a victory in which you could say that Diddy getting a low sentence is a victory for, you know, black people, or it's not like a victory for society. It's really sad and pathetic. He should have gotten more time, but it's not exactly like he got off scot free and he's walking out going, "Hey, hey, hey, the rich evil people win and y'all are suckers." Bye. It's not like that. It's not like he walked out smiling either. So I mean, he's already spent all this time, all this money in these trials. uh, and then he's got to spend another 3 years. I don't think it's not a victory for any kind of race. It's not. It's honestly a travesty of justice that this man even gets out of prison at all. This is not an O.J. Simpson situation. This guy's to me, Keir Starmer is scarier than Hitler. He is like maybe even worse than the sellout of Barack Hussein Obama and his bumbling, aging, dementia-ridden sidekick Joe Biden, his corrupt sidekick. Keir Starmer is frightening because he sells out his country with a smile on his face while he lies through his fucking teeth. That's why he's so much of a threat to the world. Salt meat with a little butter, goat butter at that. Cooking with Link. What everybody thought of their. It is cool you can cook. It's kind of like, if you're a little kid and you're like, I want to be an adult one day. And then you're like, I want to be a big, big adult one day and do adult stuff because it's awesome. Okay, let's say you're like a little kid like that. And then they used to have these things, back in the 1970s, 1980s. Maybe they had it before, but they would have these little toy sets where you got to cook a little something. Like maybe it was a McDonald's play set and you could feel like a big boy. And then maybe you could make some bread or you could, make a burger. I think they had a McDonald's play set too. You could do a little bit of cooking or something and you're like, I'm a big boy now, look at me, I made my own food. Yo, what happened? We need to get back to the barbecue, down. Kind of wandered off from the barbecue, which was a no. Welcome to the barbecue, dog. Ah. Yeah, did people like the barbecue joke? I don't. I can't say that barbecue took off, but I'd say that maybe some people appreciated it. I don't know if they did, but however, chili simmered fruit. I don't know if kids today they identify with the Charlie Brown theme song of Linus and Lucy or whatever it's called, whatever that piece is called. And if kids identify a song with their childhood, with their elementary school days, as deep as we did with Charlie Brown and Peanuts and stuff. So to me, that was like the the central song besides like Sesame Street or something. That was like the central. It's such a intellectual, jazzy tune as well, so it's extremely memorable. And it's a happy kind of busy tune. And yeah, I don't know if kids identify a song with their school with their upbringing. If they're like, oh, that's like a childhood song, you know. Um, I suppose they have them on the internet. You know, I don't know if it's like Baby Shark doo 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 doo, Baby Shark doo 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 doo, or I don't know what it is, but so kids would identify songs with their childhood. I mean, I suppose they still do today on the internet, but through internet childhood music sensations and so forth. Is that my boy? Can we catch my boy? Catch me, boy. I don't know. This is a really fast dragon. Uh, Hold on. Does he go down? That's what she said. Oh yeah, yeah. All right. Doing those 2004 jokes. That's what it's all about, dude. Do the 2000 jokes. Hell yeah. I can't catch. Dude, this is a fast ass dragon. This dragon's hauling butt. Welcome to the team, baby. The dream team. Oh. Yeah, the first time I had to run like a fried chicken fryer, man, I didn't know the first time I had to clean a chicken fryer, I was like, I remember that I had to work with these old farts, and it was at nighttime when I was getting trained for the at this deli that served fried chicken, and I remember like the second night thinking, oh my god, am I going to be able to survive this crappy job? Like, can I make it in this crappy job? Because I was like, oh my god. I was like, can I survive working at this crappy job without, fucking quitting or getting fired in the first 3 days? And it wasn't like Walmart that was so horrible that I quit after 2 days. I guess what got me at Walmart is that it was like a crazy ass fucking people and crazy ass environment stuff. And I was like, oh God. I was like, no. Okay, here we go. Let's do it, baby. Are we going to get it? Get it, baby. Nah. Mm, no. Oh, he regenerated it, huh? Wait, just try to, yeah. Go point blank. No. Yeah. Ah. Point blank. Ah. We didn't get a horn out of it, huh? No, dude. Fucking missed. Fuck, fuck, fuckers. No, I don't know. Fuck, fuck, fuckers. It's like, well, I'm gonna have to do that Jedi jump, dong. I'm gonna have to do that Phantom Menace jump, the Force jump. Oh shit. Do that Obi-Wan Kenobi, when he falls off fighting Darth Maul and then like he has to do that Force jump. So I'm gonna have to do. Shit's getting real. So you need to have your Jedi powers ready. Ah! Oh, did I get it? Oh. Perhaps your mission was not a failure after all. Oh, it's midnight. Oh, it's my old buddy's birthday. He turns 43. Yeah. I would send him a card or something like that, but it's just like the thing about old friends is that if you have old friends from your 20s and 30s, and then you're getting to your 40s and 50s, and you send them a birthday card, they're like, "How did you get my address?" Like, you know, like they don't like they're not happy about it like as much as they. I mean, maybe send like an email with an e-card or something like that. But oh, just thinking of you on your birthday or something. But still, after a certain age, like guys don't want to be getting birthday cards from other guys. That's just reality. So, I mean, some people might be touched. Oh, you remembered me. I'm so touched. But you could be like Ricardo Montalban from Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. If you haven't seen someone in a long time or been around them for like let's say a decade, 20 years, and then they dial you up or send you a letter or something or social media, and then you're like you do the cold detached Ricardo Montalban. You still remember. I cannot help but be touched, and I of course remember you. Yeah, I don't know if you say it that psychopathically, but yeah. So some people might be touched, that you remember their name, you remember who they are. Some people are not going to be touched. They're going to be like, "Who the fuck is this? Is the fucking stalker? Is this fucking guy? He can't let go. Can't let go." Me, it's I have to watch it because I have a photographic eidetic memory. So some people do not appreciate that I remember their names from high school or from the Taco Bell or something from when we were 15 or whatever. So yeah. So either people are going to be freaked out, like, how does this guy know my info? Dun dun dun. Oh, I just got a scale. Dang. I wanted to get his horn. Oh yeah. The horn. What the? Check out these pants. Those are dope. Well, it's more like it's big boots with shorts with leg guards. So I don't know. It's not really pants, but it looks like pants though. You want to get jaggy with it? Yeah. So everybody was saying, is Will Smith gay? Yeah, because he's like, I like pretty girls. I like pretty girls. Ooh, I like pretty girls. Well, is Will Smith gay? I don't know. I thought he wasn't gay, but he has a wife, right? I mean, he has a pretty gay ass son, Willow. That dude's that guy's gayer than that's like the gayest person I've ever seen, probably pretty much. That's like the gayest, most pansy ass looking dude I've I mean, I can't say that I've ever seen, but that's the most effeminate guy. I mean, really, in all of like history, all of mankind's history. That's not a good thing. That's not a good thing to say, but it's true though. That guy's queer than a $2 bill, as Bob used to say. Rest in peace, Bob. Yeah, but Bob smoked too much, so he's dead. So he has lung cancer. He died at 65. Uh, yeah, of lung cancer because he smoked like a fucking chimney. Yeah, he really like when you have to suffer the consequences of your smoking, and I mean constant smoking too, you know. But imagine you have to die, uh, knowing that you did something to yourself, like smoking. You know what I mean. I'm not trying to rag on smokers. I'm just saying like he actually got a tumor in his throat, and uh, I know they have those graphic anti-smoking commercials, about heart attacks, and they show the people with their faces falling off and all that shit, or they had to live on a machine or whatever the fuck it is. They have those really graphic medical things, but I don't really need those commercials. So the people without their face or with holes in their necks and shit. But But seeing Bob with the tumor in his neck and he can't eat and he just can't do anything. I just thought he just sat when he was dying of his tumor, he would just lay down and just he was just fucking dying, you know. And just to think that before he died, he can't even have a meal, you know, because he has this big tumor in his throat. He can't even eat a steak or have a pizza. Or he can't have a cheeseburger or something before he dies. He just fucking is gonna die, and he can't. He has to take a tube. Uh, that's sad. Yeah, Bob was a really good guy, but you know he had a smoking addiction, and yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, yeah, but I really don't think that health should be mandated, except for, with the exception of being in the U.S. in the military with the Pete Hex. I think that's fine to raise soldier standards. Yeah, to have physical fitness tests, so you don't have really fat ass generals and shit like that, fat ass admirals and all that shit. Yeah, but I don't think they should like I mean they could raise taxes on cigarettes and sodas and alcohol, tobacco, and so-called they could raise taxes on ice cream, raise price sales tax on stuff like that. But I still think that's wrong to try to regulate vice. So the whole point of having freedom is to exercise free will and not have government or corporations dictate to us what the decisions in our lives are supposed to be. Uh, fighting lizard person. This is almost like a. If it was black and white, it would look like a Beetlejuice, Tim Burton lizard, Beetlejuice lizard. After midnight. So happy 43rd birthday! Even though I'm not going to send the card, uh, you know. Yeah, I mean, if I talk to my friends that are my age now, they would just be like. Sometimes even young people do it that are like 15. They'll say, "Oh, you don't have a wife and three kids? Like what's wrong with you?" And so you get this bad feeling around people like that, like, "Oh, I'm not like you, so you know, so you're gonna give me a lecture about how I need to get my shit together or something, some bullshit like that." So I'm like, "Oh, I'm not eager to talk to these people anyway." It's not fun having a friend that's your age or in your age or generation, and all they do is just say, "Hey, oh, you're not like me, so you're not as good as me." So it's just not worth it to communicate with those people at that point of departure. Yeah, because they're married. A lot of them are married. Not all my old friends are married. Some are losers, or some are. I don't want to characterize. Some are still single. Let's say, and they didn't follow that path. Some men are men going their own way, and they follow their own path. I knew one guy who I thought he looked like Paul Walker. He looked like he could have any chick. He looked like he was going to be a family man and a dad and all this shit. And then guess what? He went totally MGTOW, and I found out that he was going to national parks and he was just wandering around. And so he's basically MGTOW, men going their own way. Um, Men without women, believe it or not. Single men. Of course, there's the opposite of MGTOW, which is incel, which can't get any ass, can't get any girls, can't get any women. But you know, that's another story. Most of my friends I grew up with were like from puberty were like, I can't live without pussy. I have to get a girlfriend and I have to get married immediately, like as soon as I fucking can. And that's how they were. They were, a lot of my friends, it just had to be that way. They're poon hounds, and it's not like I didn't understand, you know, but that's what it is. It's like George Carlin used to say, some men marry early so they can get steady pussy. It's true. They're like, man, I can't live, otherwise what? I mean, can't just be jerking off all the time and shit. I mean, I guess you could, but I mean, it's not really fun living that way. It's not fun just spanking the monkey or pulling the pud all the time, as this one guy said. So it's not always fun slapping the salami and hanging out with Rosie and her Rosie Palms and her five sisters. I think they called it. Yeah, it doesn't mean that the guy that's MGTOW doesn't ever get laid. It just means that he doesn't get tied down. Yeah, in a relationship, in a marriage or something like that. In a quote unquote relationship. Okay, maybe some men don't get married because they don't want to lose half their shit, and it's just simple as just economic security. They don't want to get married and the woman get half their bank account and stuff, and they get kind of shafted by the females first, half the shit, half the man stuff. Especially Texas marriage law, but it's all over the country. In most countries, it's kind of like that. The woman gets half your shit, and so a lot of men want to hold on to their shit because they've been working for it their whole life, and they're like, I can't let some woman run off my, with my shit. Can we get this big horse? Oh, this. I'm gonna call this guy It's the Bronco, dude. Oh my god. I'm gonna call that boy Denver, huh? Do you think you can get Denver? I'm gonna call him John Denver. No, I'm gonna call him Denver Broncos. Oh, that was in Dayton, the Dayton Broncos, huh? Yeah, the high school, not. I went to Stephen F. Austin Elementary in Richter. I didn't go to the high school, thank God. It would have been Hillbilly Hill. No, it might have been fun going to high school with the same people like that. Yeah, that would have had like a vibe on it. Had a Stranger Things kind of vibe, like growing up with kids in the '80s and then going to the same high school with them and shit. Yeah, that would have been pretty tripped out because you would go through childhood and puberty and adulthood with the same people. It would be like Harry Potter and the Hogwarts or something. Yeah, that would have been pretty interesting going to school with the same people, K through 12, more or less. All right, here we go. We're gonna try it. We gotta hurry though. Oh shit! I fucked it up. Damn it! Shit! It's gonna run out my energy. Gotta hurry. Fuck. Fucked it up. I don't have any more Gale. Oh, there's something else I could try. Let me get away from the horse. I could try to. Well, that's gonna burn my energy too. Yeah. We're gonna try to get Denver though. For real. Let's see how many energy. That was the last of my energy. Oh wait, you got one more energy. All right. Climb that tree. Climb that tree. Yeah, because you could see the disappointment in my friends' eyes. Yeah, if my friends, if I grew up with them and knew them in the 20s and the 30s, and if they hang out or visit me now, they're like, "Oh, you don't have a girlfriend? Oh, you don't have a wife? You don't have kids?" And they just look at me with such disappointment in their eyes. I don't really care. I'm just saying that, like, you know, I can see it pains them that I don't have a girlfriend and a wife, and I'm not living the American dream or some bullshit. People seem upset when you're not like them. They seem to not like that. Are we gonna get okay? Oh, we can still use our inventory, huh? Guess what? We got Denver. We're here. Guess what? We got the big horse. Are you gonna call him Denver after the Denver Broncos? Why don't we call this dude Titan? This is a big ass motherfucker. Yeah. We'll call this boy. What's the nearest outpost? Dude. 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 Okay, I'm just joking. All right. Dude. My boy Denver. Rocky Mountain High. Ooh. Oh, he doesn't have a. That's weird. Is this the way to go? Can we get to the road? Or does it. Oh, wait. Let's change course, bro. Yeah, let's go this way. I think the road is quicker here. Ah, is it Denver? Yeah, my boy. My boy Denver. Why we call him Omelet after Amit from high school? It's kind of an unruly horse. After you get him like registered and he becomes Denver, then I think you're good, dude. Your boy Denver. What is that? Or why don't you call him Bronco? Like after your alma mater, I guess. Well, like the first city I grew up in, though. Well, second city. My bad. Ah, shit. Of course there'd be barriers. My boy is here. Thanos. Okay. Stay away from Denver, boy. I'm gonna fuck you up. Stay away from Denver, or I send your ass to. No, it rhymes with Denver, dude. Better stay away from Denver. Oh, I still have water armor on. What the heck? You just like those hammer pants. Stop. Hammer time. Obviously. Yo, it's time to get it dope. Or it's time to go savage on them, dome. Ah, barbarian. I'm one of the greatest beerbarians. The beerbarians. Hell yeah. Nice to bleed you. Do you dare challenge? Do you dare challenge the beerbarian? Oh, nice to bleed you. Ooh. Kneel before me, son of Jarrell. Kneel before Zod. Oh yeah, Superman 2. I mean, it's really fun not being like the normies. It's really a blast, really. It it's more fun like being a MGTOW. Yeah, I guess it is like ultimately. Yeah, I'm not like them, but I can pretend, you know. So it's well that messed up. I'm gonna make this guy into a Denver omelet. Omelet. Oh, does Denver omelet have more like bell peppers in it? Yeah, I don't know. I thought it has like bell peppers, but I haven't looked up the Denver omelet recipe in a long time though. We just need to get a Winver. Straight up football shit. Just getting tackled. All right. Yeah, I mean, I guess the thing about the slasher films that I don't like is that I hate how the slasher, like the first of all, like the people don't pay attention. I hate how the Jason and Freddy and fucking Mike Myers. I mean, Michael. Yeah, Michael Myers. I'm sorry. I hate how they like in Halloween. Like I hate how they keep getting stabbed and shot and set on fire and they fucking and the Scream guy too. Like yeah, Ghostface. I hate how they get stabbed and uh, shot and set on fire multiple times, and then they keep coming back. I'm just like, oh god. Even if they're supernatural, demonic beings and stuff, I'm still like annoyed by that in slasher movies. Yeah. I guess the first slasher movie was what, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I want to say that's the movie that kind of started it all. I guess I'd like to say. Yeah, I didn't see Texas Chainsaw Massacre at first. I guess it's a bit too scary if you're a little kid. So I probably wasn't able to watch that when I was a little kid. So I saw it recently, a few years back, the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, it's pretty creepy. For some reason, it's really creepy when they have a bunch of killers or a killer, and when they cut off somebody's head and they put their body like in the refrigerator. They do that in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I always find that really disturbing. Like people in refrigerators. Yeah, to me that's like really scary in movies. Yeah, I think it makes the horror complete if the person is I think what they do is they get the innocent victim, usually a pretty girl, and then they meet the Texas Chainsaw Leatherface or whatever, and um, or the serial killer, and then it's like then you kind of humanize the victim, and then the victim is slashed, and then the serial killer or the serial killers, they get the body and then they you know dismember the body, and then then they put it in the ice box like they're gonna eat it or something, if they're like cannibals, something like that. And yeah, it's always disturbing because what happens was uh, the protagonist that's part of that group of like the Scooby-Doo, like the mystery machine, what the friend that's looking for the girl, they usually end up uh, in the lair of the killer, and then they open up the ice box, and then they see like their friend dismembered and usually the head, with the eyes, like the face of death, and yeah. Denver, are we gonna make it back home or what? Hold on. My boy. No, Denver. Okay, how the fuck are we gonna get out of here? Mm, no. Oh, okay, good. Is there a way out? Shit. Just a dead end. Fuck. Thought there was gonna be a nice way out. So this is just a no way out to what the. Okay. I want to get Denver back to civilization, but kind of encountering problemos with that. Oh. Got my boy Denver coming back for the Winver. I never do the inver. My game is always ender. Let's go. So Will Smith did a song. It was like, I like pretty girls. I like pretty girls. I'm not gay. No, he doesn't sing I'm not gay, but he goes, I like pretty girls. I like pretty girls. I like pretty girls. I love pretty girls. And then you're kind of like, yeah, okay. You like pretty girls, and straight men like pretty girls. So, well, where are we going from here? What's the message? I like women, beautiful women. All right. Pretty cool, dude. Okay. So the meme started. Is Will Smith gay? You know, because it's like it kind of seems like a closet gay thing to do. Is like say I like women, I love women. Aren't women so beautiful? It seems like almost like a closet queer thing to do. Yeah. It seems like a repressed homosexual would do that. Not just a sexless incel, but like yeah, I know what happened with Osmond Gold. I think he probably had a girlfriend for a while maybe, but like they weren't around Osmond Gold because he was attractive or they liked him or anything. They were just around him because he was making money and shit. And he has his own house and shit. You know, because Osmond Gold is like the female version of what they want a successful man. You know. You will not get in the way of Denver's saving my horse, Denver. You shall not succeed. You shall bleed. Ow. Meow, 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 meow. Yeah, so I think a lot of the internet celebrities, they meet women because they're like fans or whatever, and I think when they like cohabitate, they might have a relationship going on for a while, and then you know maybe it's the woman who's she's like, oh, this guy's kind of strange, and it looks dire right here, huh? Yeah. Guy's pretty powerful. Shit, fucker. How the fuck did you do that? This guy's a lot more powerful than the others. This guy's way stronger. It's like, I'm bad, I'm bad, you know it. Do 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 do. I'm bad. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? You've been hit by, you've been hit by a smooth criminal. Do 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 do. Ah, do 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 do. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, are you okay? We need to get to the Taobab grassland, according to these schematics. Then we can see about carrying on our voyage. All right. Got the Stollery Plateau, Yarna Valley. Well, let's concentrate on on the Teo Bab, the 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 Tao Bob uh, grassland. There's some really wrinkly rocks, huh? Very wrinkly indeed. Yeah, when I was a kid, I had this really elderly bus driver, and they I didn't call him names. He was an old guy. He had hearing aids, and he was just trying to do some. Well, I mean, maybe some of these guys they just want to get active, and it's just like, man, I just need to stay active, and I won't die, you know, or I can live a little longer. Maybe some people thought, well, if I drive a school bus, I'll be helping out the kids or something like that. But a lot of old people just don't want to die, so they stay employed past retirement. Yeah, because they're afraid that if they sit at home and watch TV, that they're going to pass away real quick. Yeah, become couch potatoes and eat shit and lose. They're worried about losing their like purpose. Yeah, like their reason. Yeah, some people don't mind that they've had really, long successful careers, and by the time they hit retirement age at 55 or 65 or whatever the age is that they've saved for, uh, they probably don't mind, kicking back, watching TV, just enjoying that kind of life. And because they work fucking damn hard to get to that retirement phase. But some people, it really bothers them sitting around watching TV. Okay, what can we do here? How can we get Denver out of here? Or is he just a horse in the wild and there's no way to break out? Where there's a wheeler, there's a way. Of course. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be a negative Nancy, a Debbie Downer, but here's the thing. Can we rock up here, or can we rock on to Electric Avenue? Gonna get you higher, do 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 do. Gonna rock down to Electric Avenue. Then we take you higher, do 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 do. I can't see in the daytime, whatever. I can't afford a thing on TV. Good God. Yeah, new wave music was pretty good, huh? Hell yeah. Did we find the way out? All right. Just have to get creative, horsey. Yeah, I know. Gonna rock down to Electric Avenue. Then we take you higher. Nah, dude. Give me that Jar Jar bass. Fucking Jar Jar. Shit. Shit. I had a good plan. I just couldn't. Oh. King of the horses coming through. Yeah, was I really interested in that interview with Prince? Like, did people really care about Prince William's future? What, he's like my age or something? Like, oh my God, one day I'm going to be king. Oh, like, is there somebody with real problems out there? I'm sure there's somebody with like real problems, right? Not just like bullshit ones. Oh, I think there's people out there with like real problems. Not oh, one day I could be the king of England. I heard of this thing called jobs and I got scared. There was this thing called wage. I did not know what they were talking about. Oh, I'm gonna pretend I'm a normal person. I'm gonna have a pint in the pub. Ugh. Just like all the normals, all the peasants. Yeah. Nah, I don't care about interviews with the royals. I don't really give a shit about the royals. Yeah. Oh, this was the way out, baby. Yeah, you found it. Okay. Whew. I thought I was trapped in there. Yeah. Nothing much but the touch, baby. Just run through. Yeah. Now we're back on track. Now my boy's back. Got my boy Denver coming back for the winter. My game is always in there. Try not to go on benders. I kick it with my fender. I mix it up with my blenders. That's your boy right there. Hell yeah. Because this man you will remember. Oh yeah, you can rhyme remember with Denver. Yeah, I have to remember that. Have you ever been to Denver? Denver? No, I never been to Denver. It always sounds pretty cool, like Colorado. Yeah, yeah, I've never been there, unfortunately. Me and Colorado have never crossed paths professionally or is it a blue state? What it's like just queers and shit. No, I don't know. There's probably some cool people there. It's not all gay. It's not all LGBTQ. Yeah, it's supposed to be one of the most beautiful states, right? Rocky Mountain High. John Denver music. Well, now we back on track. But now we can't slack. Ooh. Well, they make it like hard as hell to get this horse to the stable, but once you get it there, oh man. Big dog. Almost to the stable. You know. Oh, dude. It's a fucking blood moon, brother. Yeah, we have a full moon this Monday. I think some thunderstorms are coming in, so I might have to get some snaps tomorrow while it's real full. But I don't know if it'll clear up on Monday to get a nice full moon snap. Okay. Down. Oh, it's a 5-star horse. Wow, we got a boy Denver. Yeah. Yeah. Denver is born. My boy Denver right here. Hell yeah, I've never been as sure about anything in my life that I wanted this horse to become Denver. Uh, all right. It's cool. It's cool riding on horses, but you know what? Quantum teleportation is just so much faster, like Star Trek, so or Stargate, whatever. All right. Prepare for the aliens. Might be a wild month. God bless. Best of success.